Millionenstadt mit Strom versorgen. 1985.
Hello everyone and welcome to another MSP airport update. All these flights are from Friday, June 24th at approximately 6:30 p.m. So this will be a very exciting update. So without further ado, let's get it started here in the Alpha Concourse once again with this Delta Connection CRJ 200. This is operated by SkyWest and it's arrived in on a flight from Duluth, Minnesota, and this will be heading out to La Crosse. And here we have a Delta Connection CRJ 700, another SkyWest operated flight. This one came in from Green Bay, and it'll be later heading out to Aberdeen. And here we have a trio of RJ9s, pretty cool to see here. We'll start with the one furthest back there. On the top left of your screen, we have this Delta Connection CRJ 900. This is operated by SkyWest, and this one came in from Louisville. I'll be doing the turnaround heading back out there. And our second RJ9 here, this one also operated by SkyWest, and this one will be doing the Appleton turn out to Appleton, Wisconsin. Pretty cool here. And of course, we always love it to get it in these airport updates. Here is the third RJ9. This one is also operated by SkyWest, and this one came in from Chicago O'Hare, and it'll be heading out to Fargo, North Dakota. And here we have this Delta 737-900 getting catered. This one arrived in from Salt Lake City, and it'll be later heading out to Portland PDX. And yet another SkyWest operated RJ here. I think all of the CRJs in this update are SkyWest operated. This one being the last one. So this one just arrived in and is taxiing into its gate from International Falls, and it'll be later heading out to Escanaba. And our one aircraft in the D-concourse today is this Delta A321. This one came in from Denver, and this will be doing the Denver turn for us today. I'll be heading back out there. Unfortunately, I can't really get a good shot of this Spirit A320, but this one is filling in for an A321, and this one came in from Detroit, and we'll be doing a turnaround heading back out there. I don't know why Spirit, they only have one A321 flight per day, and it is the Detroit turn here. So I don't know why they only use the A321 on that one flight. We used to get a lot more A321s back pre-pandemic. So, well, MSP never really got a ton of A321s, but I did fly one. Well, this was like way long back in, I don't know, it was like 2015 or something. I flew a Spirit A321 from MSP to Tampa, and then Tampa back. So I don't think Spirit flies to Tampa anymore from MSP. I've never seen that flight in a long time, so I think that one was at least postponed due to the pandemic. But it's weird that we just see one A321 on Spirit. But good to see that at least we're getting one. And of course, I don't have a model of that one. I just have the 319 and the 320 here, but was in the Bear Car livery, so that's why I'm using this model. And here we have a United A319. This one's filling in for an A320 in the Evo Blue livery. And this one came in from Chicago O'Hare, and this will be doing the turnaround back out to Chicago today. And now into the American section. We'll start with this American Airlines A321 with sharklets in the stand-up to cancer livery. The actual aircraft was just had the regular livery and fence tip. But really cool to see because we normally don't get the A321s here, so I was excited to see this flight. This one will be doing the Phoenix turn for us today. And on the right-hand side of your screen, we have this American Airlines 737-800. This one with the new winglets, of course. You can't really see it very well. Unfortunately, with these two Americans here, if I want to give them one shot, I'm not going to be able to get a good shot of either of them. But this one will be doing the DFW turn for us today. So both those are Red River Aviation's airports. If you would like your airport featured as a subscriber route, please comment it down below. I'd love to feature it in the future as a subscriber route for all my airports. It just needs to be a realistic airport, and it needs to be on YouTube. I'm not doing any Instagram airports or anything, but as long as it meets those criteria, definitely would love to feature in the future airport updates. Been looking for some more of those because these that I have with Red River Aviation and Citrus Aviation are not technically subscriber routes because I have subscriber routes with them, and I'm just doing it basically in return to return the favor. So definitely cool on those two, but if you do want a subscriber, I would definitely welcome that. And I also just noticed, this is just distracting me a little bit, that the American 738 unfortunately lost an antenna, which I guess I expected because that thing was not glued in. It was just kind of wiggling around out there, but I guess now it has fallen off. And I give it a 0% chance that I end up finding that. So unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to the antenna on top of the American 737-800. Lived a good life of about 4 weeks until I discovered at least it was gone. It could have been missing for a long time, and I just never noticed it, but now I do notice it, and it's a bit unfortunate there. Well, I say that, and sure enough, there it is, right next to the American MAX 8. So, well, I guess I can fix that now that I know where it is. That's funny, because I just was thinking, if there's any place where it could be, it's probably going to be in my display case, and sure enough, there it is, that little white thing right there next to the American MAX 8. So, well, I guess I can fix that now. And here we have a very special flight. This is accurate. This is the accurate aircraft that flew this route. What a treat to see. We have the Alaska 737-900 in the UNCF livery. This one is just pushing back, and this will be doing the Portland turn for us today. It's just about to head out to Portland, PDX. So that's two really cool things in one, that we see the 737-900 on Portland, as that used to be A320. Alaska's just changing up all the routes. I've lost track if that actually did, if I included this on a 737 before in an update or not. But either way, really cool to see this aircraft in here. And the fact that this actually flew in is really cool, because I think for every single time that I've used this aircraft so far, it was not accurate to the actual aircraft that flew in. But now I can use it as the accurate aircraft, so that's really cool to see there. Of course, a beautiful model. There are some paint chips, and there's a little bit of, there's a lot of chipping on this one, and the rear horizontal stabilizer is coming out. But, well, it was glued that way by Gemini. That's why I got it discounted from DG Pilot. But still a great model to use here. If I ever need an Alaska Special livery, because I don't have Mortal Love or any of the other ones, this one always fills in for those. But now I can use it as the accurate aircraft. It's really cool to see there. And here we have the Delta 752. This one is doing the LAX turn for us today. And then here is the Delta 767 filling in for another 752. And this one also came in from Los Angeles, but this will not be doing the turn. This one will actually be heading out to Reykjavik, Iceland. So really cool to see there. Of course, Icelandair and Delta both operate the Icelandair used to operate the 757. I have to catch myself there. Icelandair now operates the MAX 8s to MSP from Reykjavik, but Delta still operates the 757, so pretty cool to see there. I would love to fly on that route at some point, go to Iceland, probably do a Icelandair there or Delta back or vice versa. That'd be really cool to see, just both airlines that fly to Reykjavik, because we have two from MSP, which is pretty fun. Well, I can't really get the A220 without getting the Air France 777 in the same shot, so we'll do these both at the same time. But we'll start off with the A220 in the back there. Unfortunately, for none of these aircraft I can really get good lighting. They're just in a tough spot here. The lights are basically just hitting them head on. But the A220 came in from Nashville, and it will be heading out to Chicago O'Hare. It'll be staying overnight and then heading out to Chicago O'Hare. And of course, the Air France 777-300. This one, of course, doing the Paris turn for us today, so really cool to see there. And then, of course, the beautiful Delta A330. This one will be doing the Amsterdam turn, but this one's kind of interesting because this one came in at around, I think it was 1:30. This one arrived in, but it won't be departing until like 9:30 or something. It has a really long stay here at MSP, so I don't know why that is, but I guess this one's just going to stay here a while. And I don't know why the catering truck's there. They probably wouldn't be doing catering like right in the middle of those 6 hours that it's here, but I guess that's just where it ends up today. And here at the last gate of the G-concourse, we have this Delta A321 in the thank you livery. This one came in from Fort Lauderdale, and it'll be heading out to Las Vegas. An interesting thing right now on MSP, at least at the time that I'm recording this, and probably throughout the rest of the summer, because it does seem like a pretty big project, but all of these gates here, which aren't actually Gulf 7 and Gulf 8, there are like 4 or 5 gates that are closed all in this area. and also the taxiway, except for that road. That road is still open, but all of this stuff all around here is all dug up and under construction. So I don't know what's really going on with that. I guess they're just resurfacing it, but these gates probably won't be used for a while. Actually, it'd be more accurate if I just took out the jet bridges because they're not actually there in real life. So, you know what? We'll do a ceremonial whoop, whoop. And there you go. That's more accurate to what it is like at the actual MSP. But all of these gates here at this far the G-concourse at MSP is kind of weird because it has kind of like these little peninsulas. They have this one here, and they have another one. They have like 4 or 5 peninsulas that all stick out. And I guess it's just like that second one from the right that it's under construction right now. So I just took out those jet bridges. I think there's actually still one there, but it's not in use obviously, but interesting to see what they're doing there at MSP, but we'll see what comes of that. Hopefully it's a very nice surface for these aircraft to taxi on, but those gates will be closed for a while. And now we move on to the main cargo apron. I know I've called it a ramp in the past, but I actually looked at it. It is an apron, so apologies for that. I mixed up my terms there, and it is actually called the main cargo apron, I believe, but it's not the cargo ramp, and I just called it that in general because there are two. Of course, it wouldn't be called the cargo ramp because there are two here at MSP. This one, of course, is for FedEx and UPS, and also in my replica, I also put in DHL and Prime Air sometimes here, or whatever else cargo that flies in that I want to incorporate. So yeah, you'll see that again today. But we have this FedEx MD-11 here, filling in for 767. This one is doing the Memphis turn for us. And here we have this DHL 737-800. The actual aircraft was a 737-400, because of course, right when I got this, DHL switched all their flights from the 800 to the 400 to MSP. And this one's operated by Mesa Airlines, and this one came in from Cincinnati. We're doing the turnaround, heading back out there. And here are our two UPS aircrafts, the 767-300 and the 747-400. These are both doing the Louisville turn for us, of course. Those are the only two flights that I saw here. I think there's also St. Louis, but that might be a new one that UPS started up, because I've not seen St. Louis before. But I did see St. Louis recently, but these particular two are both doing just Louisville today. So my camera is casting a shadow here on the Southwest 737-700, so that's why it's not in very good lighting, so apologies for that. But this one came in from Austin, and it'll be heading out to St. Louis. Pretty cool to see there. And our second aircraft back there is the JetBlue UN-90, and this one will be doing the JFK turn. And of course, saving the best for last, we have this Icelandair 757-200, filling in for a 737 MAX 9. They fly both MAX 8 and MAX 9 to MSP. I know I showed this aircraft in basically the same position in a previous update here at MSP, and you might remember that because it was in the thumbnail as well. And that was right after Icelandair resumed service to MSP. But it kind of just worked out in this way for the same position for this airport update, and it kind of just had to be that way. This one is, of course, pulling into its gate after arriving in from Reykjavik, and we'll be doing the turnaround and heading back out there. And you might have thought I was done with that Icelandair 757-200, but no. Here we have the Condor 757-300, really saving the best for last here. We got some really cool aircraft here to finish it off. This one came in from Frankfurt, of course, and we'll be doing the turnaround, heading back out there. So really cool to see here Icelandair and Condor both to finish it off in this update. So that'll do it for this update of MSP. Glad you all could make it here once again. Of course, I love doing these MSP updates. Always really fun. I always really enjoy doing them. Definitely my favorite out of all of them, to be honest. I mean, there's just so many aircraft to get to. They take a while, but they're fun to do. So that's where I'll round up this update. Thank you all for tuning in once again, and I'll see you tomorrow, as always. Good night. Auf Wiedersehen.